The Real Mccoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real Mccoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he's made Kate Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
I'd like to knock my goddamn thumb off.
What happened, Grandpa?
I banged it with a hammer.
Well, that don't look too bad to me.
Don't look too bad, but it feels like it's busted in a million pieces.
Why don't you go up to the sink, Grandpa, and run some cold water on it?
Oh, make me a meatloaf sandwich, eh? Just what I like.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grandpa. You're going to have to fix your own lunch today.
Fix my own lunch? Why?
Well, you remember Sam Albright used to run the feed store, don't you?
Sure, I know that shifty critter. He was a short change artist. Well, what's he got to do with all this food?
Well, we're going to bring it over to him. He moved into the old folks' home yesterday.
Well, now, that's a good thing. Leastwise, they can keep an eye on him there.
Oh, Grandpa, you got a pretty poor memory. When we first come to California, Sam Albright was mighty good to us.
And why not? We paid our bills, didn't we? Hey, what are you doing with my deck of cards?
Well, I washed them off. Want to take them over to poor old Sam.
Well, now, that's my best deck. That's got 49 cards in it.
Oh, Grandpa, quit being so selfish. Just think of poor old Mr. Albright fretting away the rest of his life in a dismal old institute.
Yeah, well, it probably wasn't dismal till he got there.
You want to come along with us?
No, I don't want to go along. Old folks gets me down.
All right, let's go then.
Is that all the meatloaf there is?
This is the last of it. There's some bread and jam left, though.
Well, now, that's a fine thing. Here's me with affected thumb, and I could be starving, and all you do is just to kick me over in the corner.
Grandpa, quit being so grumpy. Come on, Luke.
Of course, if I'm too much trouble, I could pack up my few belongings and move out.
Are you serious, Grandpa?
Of course I'm serious.
Well, when you get settled down someplace, why don't you drop us a card? Sure ain't nothing like I figured it'd be.
It's mighty fancy for an old folks' home.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. 109.
Come in.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Albright.
Albright.
This is a nice surprise.
How are you, Mr. Albright?
Kate?
It's a mighty nice room you got here.
Nice, ain't it? Here, have yourselves a seat.
Well, thank you.
Say, Mr. Albright, we brung you a little something we thought you might like.
Excuse me while I get my pipe tobacco. Oh, they keep loading me with playing cards. They must think I'm going to run a casino. Here, Luke, might as well take a couple of decks home with you.
Thanks.
Appears they take mighty good care of you, Mr. Albright.
They sure do. Guess where I have my breakfast every morning?
Where?
Right there in that bed.
In bed?
In bed. Luke, if I'd have known about all this, I'd have got older sooner. You know what they do for me every night?
I'm scared to ask.
They bring me a cup of hot soup, prop my feet up on a stool, fix a pillow behind my poor ailing back. Sure never got that kind of treatment from my daughter-in-law at home. Truth is, she was miserable to me. Never did no cooking for me nor nothing.
Say, Sugar Babe, why don't you give Mr. Albright?
Say, by the way, it's almost lunchtime. I'll call down and have them send up some food for all of us. You can have your choice of steak or fried chicken.
Oh, no thanks. We just stopped by to say hello.
Oh? Say, Luke, didn't you say you had something for me?
You something? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we... What was it we brought for Mr. Albright? Did you know?
Don't you have it, Luke?
Me? No, we thought you might like this new ballpoint pen.
Well, now, ain't that nice? I sure appreciate it.
It writes underwater, too.
Well, Mr. Albright, we'd best be running along. Bye-bye.
Been nice seeing you.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Thanks for coming over. Bye.
Bye.
Courtesy Mulligan's Funeral Home.
They sure are treating him nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Makes you kind of wonder if we oughtn't to be doing more for Grandpa now that he's getting on in years.
You know, Luke, I've been thinking the very same thing. We could all be a lot more thoughtful of Grandpa. The kids, too.
Grandpa, you didn't go out with that bad thumb, did you?
Well, I couldn't very well go out without it.
Let me see that.
Why, look, it's the same thumb you seen this morning.
That's beginning to swell up.
It is?
Something awful. Hey, Kate, come here and look at this.
Oh, I never knowed I had such a popular thumb.
Grandpa, it's turning all black and blue.
Well, it's all this black and blue. Sometimes I hit it on purpose just to keep the color.
A thing like that could be serious. I'll go get some cold water for you to soak it in.
Well, now, look, I only nicked it. There ain't nothing to
Now,
fuss
Grandpa,
about.
you just come over here and set yourself down right there now.
Sit down.
Cassie! Here you are. Spill it for you. There you are, Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa.
The Hass.
Here, Grandpa, let me put your feet up. There you are.
What's good?
There, now. Ain't that comfortable?
Well, it's only my thumb. I don't know what all this fuss was about.
You're trying to make you feel easy, Grandpa.
I do feel easy, but there ain't no reason for all this.
Here you are, Grandpa. We'll have that swelling down in no time. Now, you just stick your thumb in there and let it soak. There, don't that feel better?
Feels fine, real good.
See? I knew it.
But this is the thumb I hit.
I'm sorry, Grandpa. There, that'll fix it. Now I'll look at your broth.
Seems like you could use another pillow.
What are you doing, Hass?
Your slippers will be more comfortable. Here, Grandpa. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Oh, Luke. Luke, could you come help me out in the kitchen?
Oh, you'd be glad to, sugar babe.
Grandpa, do you think you'll be all right here alone?
I don't know. What's going to happen?
Well, look, you just relax, and if you need anything, you just bail her out.
Hey, Grandpa, I'm going to read to you.
What?
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. On the 18th of April in 75, hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day and year.
What do you think you're doing? Wrapping the package?
Hey, whiz, Grandpa, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you.
Oh, it's all right. I'm a light sleeper anyways. Especially when somebody's wrestling with me.
Is there anything else I can do for you, Grandpa?
Yeah. Go to bed.
Okay. Night.
Night. Leastwise, I'll be safe in my own bed. Doggone it, I'm being booby-trapped.
Grandpa?
I'm all tucked in, including my feet.
Oh, that's good. You'll be a lot more comfortable in there in your bed than sleeping out on the couch anyway. And don't forget, Tassie's going to bring your breakfast in to you in the morning. Night.
Not if I get out of here first, she won't.
Well, it was Grandpa's alarm clock, Luke. I heard it.
You don't never get up at 5:30.
Lassie, Grandpa's up. What? You gotta get Grandpa's breakfast.
Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning.
Nice morning.
Hey, came must have started already. Grandpa? I have your breakfast.
It's no use. I'm just a prisoner of love.
Hey, Grandpa!
God darn it, can't they leave me alone?
Grandpa, we got a surprise for you.
Look at there. Brand new hat.
The broad rim will keep the sun out of your eyes.
And it's got air holes in it to keep your head cool.
How's it feel?
Oh, fine, just fine.
Well, good. Now, don't you be late coming in for supper.
What this hat needs is a few more air holes. You wear this. I'm putting up with everything else around here the last few days, but not this. This hat might be old and beat up, but it's part of me. Just like my ears and my nose. Why, without this, I wouldn't feel like Amos McCoy no more. You remember a year back? Oh, I forgot. You're new around here.
Grandpa!
Darn it, little Luke, don't sneak up on me like that. You see what you made me do?
Gee, I'm sorry, Grandpa. But Kate asked me to give you this here broth. And while I'm here, I thought you'd like to hear the new poem that they gave me in school today. If you strike a thorn or rose, keep a-going. If it hails or if it snows, keep a-going.
Now, little Luke, you turn around, you head for the house, and you keep a-going.
Grandpa!
Now you heard what I said. Go on, get. I'm sorry, Peppina. I should not have done that. But I just can't take no more. If they just quit mollycoddling me and let me get back to being my own chef. You should be ashamed of yourself, Senor Grandpa. They're doing everything they can to make you happy, and you are turning the front of your back on them.
I know, but I'm getting sick of being loved so much. All I want is just a little peace. They just quit fussing over me.
Senor Grandpa, did you ever hear of a little town in Mexico called Cuernavaca?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, that's where my loved ones are. And I just wish they were here so they can fuss over me.
Then, before I could even finish reading the poem, Grandpa started to shout at me. And then for a minute, I thought he was going to hit me.
Now, little Luke, you know your grandpa wouldn't hit you.
Well, I made sure he wouldn't. I left.
Grandpa has been getting kind of touchy the last couple of days.
I noticed it too, Luke. He gets upset over the least little thing.
I don't know what it is we're doing wrong.
Well, Mr. Albright, come on in.
Yeah, howdy.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Albright. Won't you have a seat?
No, thanks. Say, you know that pen you gave me? It writes swell.
Well, good.
I just dropped by to bring you this box of candy. A friend of mine brought it to me, but I ain't much on the sweet tooth.
It's mighty nice of you.
Well, thank you. Did you get a day off from the old folks' home?
Day off nothing. I quit 'em cold.
Well, you mean you ain't living over there no more?
Well, that wasn't living. They wasn't doing nothing but mollycoddling me to death.
But I thought you was real happy living there.
That was all right for a day or two, but after a while you get pretty tired of being pampered over.
But you said you appreciated all them little extra attentions.
Yeah, well, that can be overdone, you know. Drive you crazy after a while. Well, I'll be running along.
Oh, where are you planning on going now, Mr. Albright?
Back living with my daughter-in-law.
But I thought you said that she treated you miserable.
Yeah. Sounds great, doesn't it? But so long.
Bye.
So long, Mr. Albright.
You know, Luke, I'm beginning to see why Grandpa's been acting the way he is.
Yeah. You know, maybe we ought to start treating him the way he wants then. Of course, I don't know if we can be like Sam's daughter-in-law, but we'll do the best we can.
Well, Luke, he's your lovable old grandpa.
Grandpa?
You should see I'm wearing the new hat you done give me.
What happened to it?
Well, I always was hard on new hats. Thought you might be interested to know, but my thumb's all better. You ain't nothing like cold water, is they?
Sure ain't.
Where's my pillow?
Right where it always is.
Hi, Grandpa.
Where's it at?
Where's what at?
My chicken broth.
Oh, in the kitchen on the stove.
Ain't you gonna read at me, little Luke?
No.
Now, what's wrong with everybody? Ain't you got no thought for an old man's comfort? Don't none of you love me no more?
Well, of course we love you, Grandpa.
Then why ain't you tending to me?
I'll go heat up your broth.
Help you. Okay, little Luke, go ahead and read to your grandpa.
But, Luke, you said...
Read.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
First he don't want attention, and now he does.
You know, I'm getting to learn there ain't nothing tougher than bringing up a grandpa.
Hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch.
Grandpa, here's some crackers for you to munch on while I'm heating your broth.
Oh, that's just what I wanted. Next to poultry, there ain't nothing I like no better than munching on crackers.
Hi, everybody. Guess what? I just saw Mr. Albright down the road. He said he left the old folks home.
What for?
He said he couldn't take any more of their mollycoddling. They were killing him with kindness.
Couldn't take no more kindness, huh? Wait a minute.
Grandpa?
See, now. All this fussing started over me the same day you took that meatloaf over to Sam Albright, didn't it?
I don't remember, Grandpa.
Oh, yes, you do. And you all figured I wasn't getting the attention I should ought to be getting.
Well, we figured we was all kind of neglecting you.
Now, that ain't so, Luke. You all treated me just fine. And the fact that I was ornery and complained don't mean nothing. Why, being ornery is just part of the fun of being an old man. But you see, when folks over-pamper you, you get the feeling you're a whole lot older than you really are. And you can't do nothing for yourself. You feel that everybody's got to do something for you.
Well, you mean you just as soon we treated you like we always have, Grandpa?
Well, I would appreciate a little neglect, yeah.
We ain't gonna neglect you exactly.
But there'd be no more breakfast in bed, or no more chicken broth, or nothing like that.
Yeah, good. Well, I'll see you later.
Where you going, Grandpa?
Well, there was a certain feller out in the cornfield was wearing my hat. I got an ID still there.